name is Nealay Patel, and I want to welcome you to Nealay at Night. If you are unfamiliar with what Nealay at Night is, it's a show here on the Jesse James Beats Facebook page that we do twice a week, every Monday and Thursday at 6:30 Eastern. And what my job is to show you guys a quick and easy technique, perhaps some techniques you already know, and perhaps some that you are unfamiliar with. It's new to you. And I want to introduce you to those, and you guys can utilize them in making beautiful designs of your own using the ever glamorous Jesse James beads. I am really excited about today's project. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I hope you were able to catch the last tutorial that we did, because let me show you guys what we did. We made this beautiful fairy-esque design with all these gorgeous roses from their short bundle that they had, or it was a shorties strand that they had with the roses. Super gorgeous and glamorous. And what we learned is we took this gorgeous Halsted cuff necklace collar, excuse me, and we wire wrapped the individual beads around the neck form here, the collar, and we even threw in some tassels. We threw in some extra beads. We even threw in some of soft flex wire. We just simply crimped it directly onto the collar, which you can kind of see there underneath all those mechanics. And it just kind of stayed free floating. Again, it's very, I would say, very whimsical, beautiful design. And you guys can do this too, I promise. And if you missed it, you'll want to check out these tutorials in a couple different spots. First is the website. You can go to www.jessejamesbeads.com, and in the top menu you'll find a video and video tutorial link, and you can also check them out on YouTube. So go to youtube.com, search for Jesse James Beads, please subscribe, and you will definitely find a ton of tutorials, including this one right here, on there. And in case you miss any of these and want them on the regular, please check out the newsletter. You can go to the website and sign up for the newsletter, and I promise there is a ton of options that you guys can subscribe for. Predominantly, I guess for these, it would be the tutorials, so I hope you guys will go out and seek those. Real quick, a couple announcements. I just got these in the other day, and I'm excited for them. These are so pretty. I can't wait to hold them up. Check out these beautiful tassels. Now, these are gigantic and sparkly as heck. Look at that. And they are actually having a sale this week too. You get one of these for free because it's Pride Week, and we're celebrating all colors of life with these tassels. So I'm loving the sale. I'm loving these tassels. And stay tuned for a demo on these, because I'm going to do something fun and gorgeous with them. Maybe some giant earrings I think would be perfect for those. All right, I think I'm going to move on to the tutorial real quick. So I'm going to flip the camera around and show you what I'm working with today. So I've got quite a few things, and this was all these materials are posted on our blog. Actually, I'm going to situate that a little bit so that if you guys want the goods, you can just check out the blog and get the goods. That way, we post all the links to the products. That way, it's just easy to find. But today, I am working with the Georgia O'Keeffe collection, specifically Wild Canyon. Now, I have their beads here somewhere on my table. Let me just show you guys what we're talking about here, because these are super gorgeous. I'm going to spill them out into this tray that I have, and this is just a fraction of what you can get with the different bundles that are available. And I have the bead mix, whoops, and I tore apart the earrings that came with it. So I have all these cool feathers that are just now lying around. Here's an example of what the earring looked like before I destroyed it. But I got some really fun components out of it, so I can't wait to use those for something. But particularly, you get these cool tassels, a lot of mixes and colors, some really unusual components like this little guy here. So this is a great collection, and I thought that I could do some spiffy earrings tonight. And so I have some stuff that I kind of pulled out here on my table. And I originally was going to do it all in this beautiful champagne extreme soft flex wire. This is the medium size. And you know what? I was kind of thinking, wouldn't it be fun to mix it up with the silver just to give a fun contrast? I'm using that inherently with this design with these different color combinations, and it's also, you know, included in the actual mix itself because you see some silvers and some browns. So that sort of inspired this idea of mixing the two together. And plus, I'm just a rule breaker. I like to mix different things, and I don't care what anybody says, so you guys can rebel with me if you want. But I have these earring hooks that came with those earrings. So I'm going to recycle and repurpose those. So if we're talking about a design, I kind of didn't have anything in mind, so I'm going to plan this out while we're talking about it. But what I might do is do like a little figure eight or to start out with. Or you know what? No, I'm going to do, you know what? I know what I'm going to do. Let's just walk through this one together because you never know what's going to come out of this. This is going to be fun. So what I'm going to do is take my fancy Xuron cutters. I absolutely love these. These are actually the wire cutters. Let me see if I've got my flesh cutters. These are the flesh cutters. They actually have a double blade, and so what it does is it prevents it from the wire when you cut it from flying across the room, and it really holds it in place. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about. If I have this and I just cut it, you see it didn't fly. It kind of holds itself in the plier. That is the beauty of these pliers. They're really unusual and really sharp and super handy to have, especially if you don't want to wear eyewear while you're beading, which is something that I do not want to do. All right, and I have pulled some silver crimps here out to the side, and so I'm just going to use some of those with this design. So, you know what I want to do is make sort of a fringe with this. So what I'm going to do is half this, and I'm going to get an uneven length there going. I might trim this up, of course, while I'm working on this. But you know what? I kind of wanted to loop it through that earring loop before I did that. So let me see if I can open this up. There we go. Stick that guy in. So I'm getting a singular texture here just by crimping this onto my earring hook there. And what will happen next is going to be very spontaneous because I am completely making this up as I go along, and the results are always a surprise to both the audience and to myself. But I think that's sort of the beauty and magic of what the show is all about. We get to just make up a design on the fly here with some select materials. What I think I want to do is suspend this a little bit lower, maybe down here. So, you know what? Let's string on a crimp. Go. Got my bag of crimps here. I hope you guys have a ton of these as well. Anytime that I use soft flex wire or any beading wire, really, it's just crimp city for me. I really like the colors that soft flex presents, and I'm thankful that Jesse James Beads has it in stock. Just the colors pop. I love leaving them exposed on the wire, the beads that is. So really fun stuff. Okay, so we're going to suspend that right there. And all I'm doing, you guys, with these fancy Xuron crimpers, this is a 4-piece plier, I would say. You get the chain nose tip, which is awesome for detailed work. There are 3 sizes of crimps that you can use within these crimpers. And of course, you get the bottom notch, which gets you started on the crimping process. So if I insert this in, I'm going to insert it in my bottom notch first to get that nice little V shape. There we go. Stick it into my middle, I guess the middle notch, excuse me. I couldn't think of the term, of my pliers, and then just give it a good press. And then simply just take this and trim. There we go. You see? That holds, doesn't it? It's pretty fantastic, I must say. I love it. So that's cool. I got this really nice design here going. I might actually just leave this hanging. I might trim it a little bit because I like that texture. It's just kind of reminds me of something wild and untamed, if you will. And what I want to do now is, since we're making this up as we go along, I kind of want to attach my feather and my tassel together there at the top. And where my silver, I think, comes in is I want to do a ring on this to give it another shape and texture to this. So I'm going to unlatch that, bring out some soft flex. There we go. And I'm going to create a ring, I think. Just a nice, easy, streamlined soft flex ring and suspend this guy from it. So that's going to create a whole nother texture. you guys. That's going to be really fun. These jump rings are easy. I shouldn't say jump rings because they're really more like beaded rings, I guess. Beading wire rings. Pretty easy to make though. You just kind of loop it. You could even get crazy. If you want to let's get crazy and do like 2 or 3 loops just for fun. No reason, just because it feels good. There we go. Perfect. And you can see that like, from a visual contrast, it did make it so much more eye-catching because it's double layered. But you know what? We could even undo it and braid it into itself. And I think you guys might remember this idea or technique from before. But what I'm going to do is actually undo all of it. And I'm going to loop it around my fingers a couple times to get these 2 loops. And what you do is just basically braid the cord in your hand by going from one loop to the other with the tail part of this. And it puts it all together. And what you can then do is tighten it and then crimp it onto this first part. There we go. And it won't come apart because it's all braided together now. So let's see what that looks like. Just for fun. I just want to see what this looks like. Here we go. Crimp. Easy. Brilliant. And trim. Crimp and trim. And then you simply just work this out. Cool. One thing I did forget, you guys, I totally forgot to attach my bead to it. So I'm going to keep this ring because I might use it for something else, but I get to show you again. How about that? Okay. So let's put on our bead this time, you guys, and put on a crimp. Silly bloopers. I love them. And then double it around and then just simply weave in and out. There we go. Easy technique, and it does go very quick to braid the cord. If I can do this in minutes, I know you guys can. There we go. Brilliant. Cool. It just added a whole different level of intricacy to this. You could even put extra beads on it if you want. I think in this case, I'm going to keep it very streamlined and minimalist and really just let the beading wire speak for itself. There we go. Perfect. So my crimp is all installed in there now. I think I want to make it a little bit smaller, so I'm going to pull on that wire just a little bit. And then I'm going to crimp it. So important lesson, kids. It is important to put the bead onto the crimp. Whoops. Or the bead onto the beading wire before you crimp. There we go. Nice. Love it. Perfect. Just trim that right up. Then press it back out with your fingers just like that. And you get this really cool ring. So I need some jump rings. I hope I have some on my table. Oh wait, yeah I do. Haha, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna take this jump ring and attach it. I need my really thin Xeron pliers here for some great detailed work. I'm gonna attach this to that, my baby tassel. And you know what, let's get crazy and see if I can actually attach my feather component to it. I might not be able to. That's a bit of a tight squeeze. Oh, maybe. Yeah, that's kind of a lot of stuff. So let's take the tassel off. So I think that's what's causing it to do that. But we can attach the tassel, I think, directly to our earring component here. Many ways to attach things together. There is certainly no right or wrong. But certainly for fit purposes, it does help. So I'm just going to push my jump ring together like that. Make sure that there's no seam. As you can see, there's quite a few elements going on, but I think they're working in great harmony together. Well, there we go. Have my flower backwards there. And I believe I should be able to connect my little tassel up there. So let's see if we could do that, you guys. If not, I've got another jump ring on the table that I can use. And I'll have to get some more later if I'm going to finish up that second earring. So let's see. Open that up. Fit this in. Nope, not gonna come through. It's a little bit thicker of a cap there. So what we can do is take this other jump ring and just simply attach that to that. Sometimes I like to not, I like to streamline the design. So if it could fit all onto the one, you never really know until you try. But sometimes you just need a jump ring. There we go. Perfect. So as you can see, this earring came together pretty quick. I'm going to attach this on the other side, actually. That way I have a very three-dimensional earring. And easy components to work with, certainly, and a very easy technique that I used to create it. Oops. There we go. Perfect. So I got lots of fun textures going on, you guys. I think that's just absolutely fabulous. Got this cool little tassel. So let me hold it up and show you guys what I made. And I'm actually going to finish the other earring after our demo today, but check it out, guys. I love this very textury, eclectic earring that you guys can make at home. And certainly whenever I finish out the pair, I will photograph them and show you guys what I have created. Really fun and flirty. But if you guys love these tutorials, which I hope you do, please check them out. We post to our website, www.jessijamesbeads.com, all very current, up to date, and the same ones are on YouTube. So if you go to youtube.com and search for Jessie James Beads, you'll find all of our tutorials there. Please subscribe. That way you'll get the latest notifications that we have a new tutorial up. Please check out the newsletter and subscribe to that as well, and you'll get all the latest and greatest updates for that. And don't forget about the free tassel. Check out the website to see how you guys can get these for free. Pride Week, we love it. We're all inclusive. And certainly if you love me, please check out my brand, Silver Silk and More. I believe I have the example piece here that I want to show you guys real quick. Because I love using Jessie James beads with my brand. I have this beautiful knitted wire, you guys, and Silver Silk and More is the site. So check me out on Facebook and Instagram and my website, silversilkonline.com, and tons of tutorials on there where I use Jessie James beads as well. So they support me, I support them. We're one big family. Last bit of news, you guys, Bead Fest in August. Okay, Bead Fest is going to come up here soon. I'll get to more announcements as the shows progress and we get closer to the date. But I will be in Philly this August that I'm so excited about. I'm going to be in the Jessie James Beads booth. I'm going to have demos. We're going to have some chit-chat time. We're going to do all kinds of activities, and I'm so excited. We're in the planning phases right now, so stay tuned for more on that, again, as the videos progress. So I love you guys always. You guys have a fabulous and creative evening, and I will see you Thursday, 6:30 Eastern Time here on the Jessie James Beads Facebook page. All right, bye guys.